Hello, Vinyl community. How you doing? It's Bill with the Vinylverse. Back again, finally, with another episode of the 80s Singles Vault. I know it's been a little while, but I'm here to do episode 4. I have 3 great singles from the year 1982 that I want to share. I'm sure you're familiar with them if you were around in the 80s. But we're going to get started with the band Golden Earring. And I think their biggest hit of their career, Twilight Zone, went to number 1 in the US. I don't believe they've had a number 1 hit before that or since. Golden Earring, the Dutch band, they started decades before they had this hit, sometime in the early 60s, I believe. But my introduction to the song was through the video on MTV. As with most of this, these 80s singles that I show, this one is, if I were to rank 80s songs, this one would probably be in my top 10. If I sat down and thought of it, this is one of my favorite tracks from the 80s. So it's Twilight Zone from Golden Earring. This version is on 21 Records. The B-side is King Dark. This was off of their Twilight Zone was off of their album called Cut. Like I said, released in 1982. I read that the video, if it wasn't the first, it was one of the first that had choreographed dancing in the video. And what you're going to see besides the single playing is the video, and it is the it is the version that played in Europe, but it is censored. So there's a quick scene that's got a censor part of it, but this is the video that played in Europe, and the version that played in America, United States, was a little different. It didn't have that scene. But here is Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, one of my favorites from 1982. Okay, that was Twilight Zone by Golden Earring. Hope you like that. I'm sure if you like 80s music, I'm sure you were familiar with that one. You still hear it in classic rock radio today. But Golden Earring, Twilight Zone, one of my favorites. Now, moving on to something a little different, but again from 1982. And this is the song Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth. Here is the sleeve. Musical Youth, out of England, the British Jamaican reggae band out of England, had a hit with the song Pass the Dutchie in 1982. It went all the way to number 8, if I'm not mistaken, in the U.S. charts. They were a young band, so I believe some of them were brothers. It's my understanding. This is on MCA Records. With Give Love a Chance as the B-side. So, Musical Youth. Again, my introduction to this was MTV. Here you go. Here's Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth. Enjoy.
This generation rules the nation with version. Music answer the full of love. Sounds so really make you rub and scrub. I say,
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
give me the music, make me jump and pump.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
You
jump
know.
in the
It was a cool and lonely, breezy afternoon. How does it feel when you got no food? You could feel it 'cause it was the month of June. How does it feel when you got no food? So I left my gate and went out for a walk. How does it feel when you got no food? As I passed the dreadlocks camp, I heard them say, how does it feel when you got no food? Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and pump.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me rock in the dance. Bang 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 bang.
So I stopped to find out what was going on. How does it feel when you got no food? 'Cause the spirit of Jah, you know he leads you on. How does it feel when you got no food? There was a ring of jets and the session was there in swing. How does it feel when you got no food? And you could feel the chill as I seen and heard them say. How does it feel when you got no food? Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and pump.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me rock in the dance. Me say listen to the drum and me say listen to the bass. Give me little music, make me wind up me waist. Me say listen to the drum and me say listen to the bass. Give me little music, make me wind up me waist. I say,
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
give me the music, make me jump and pump.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me rock in the dance. You play it on the radio, and so me say we a go hear it on the stereo. And so me know we a go play it on the disco. And so me say we a go hear it on the stereo.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and pump.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me rock in the dance.
On the left hand side. 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 On the left hand side.
We say east, we say west, we say north and south. This is
So once again, that was Musical Youth, Past the Dutchie. Great track. Always enjoyed that one. They were a bit of a, at least for MTV, they were a bit of a one-hit wonder. But that was in pretty constant rotation on MTV. So Musical Youth. And now closing out this episode 4 of the 80s Singles Vault, is going to be probably one of the most well-known 80s tracks and bands. It wasn't a hit at first, but Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran off their album Rio. I believe this was like the 4th or 5th single off of that album, and it took a while. I think they released it and it didn't really do much, and then the video came out and then it charted. So here's the original Harvest sleeve, and it made its way all the way to number 3. So watching this when I was younger, it was always a very interesting video to me. I didn't really understand it. I still don't. But I don't know. It's got pretty cool visuals in it. Plus, Simon Le Bon has some face paint going on in a jungle type area. So this single here on the A side is the Hungry Like the Wolf from the album, and then on side B is the mini LP Carnival Hungry Like the Wolf version. So we're going to play the standard album version of Hungry Like the Wolf. Here you go. Okay, that was Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran, and that's going to close out this episode of the 80s Singles Vault. I hope you enjoyed hearing these 3 classic tracks from the 80s, 1982 to be specific. I've been having a lot of fun, enjoyment going through my singles and choosing and listening to what I'm going to showcase in these episodes. So that was Duran Duran, Musical Youth, and Golden Earring. Preparing for this episode, I did have 2 other tracks in mind, but they were copyright blocked on YouTube, so I can't use them. So I'm thinking about, in the future, compiling the ones that I can't play and maybe doing an episode just showing them. If you think that's a good idea to go about showcasing those singles, let me know down in the comments what you think of that idea. So for now, that's it for episode 4. Episode 5, I'm planning a themed video, so stay tuned for that. I guess this was kind of a themed video with 1982, all 3 being from the year 1982, but episode 5 is going to have more of a theme to it. So hope to get to that within the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. For now, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate you all watching. Everyone take care. Hope everyone's safe and doing well. And I will talk to you all again soon. So take care now. Bye.